Bullying does not just happen on the playground. Bullying happens even as adults. I've been bullied. It happens by narcissists. Yeah, bullying happens everywhere, including where you work. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 4 different types of bullies that you see when you're trying to work. Okay, let's dive in. Hey, I'm Rebecca Zung, and welcome back to my channel. On this channel, we explore all types of bullies, also known as narcissists, and I want to help you break free from them so that you can become powerful. I'm giving you insights every single day to help you become the most confident, authoritative version of yourself. So if you're new here, I provide you brand new content every single day. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can deal with the challenges head on of these high conflict personality types. We're diving into a topic that we've maybe dealt with since we were kids, sometimes on a playground, sometimes at school, on the school bus, at the bus stop. But hey, it doesn't stop there. You know, you thought you were going to leave it behind, but no, here we are in the grown-up world, and we're still dealing with it. And in this video, we're going to talk about how we still deal with it at work, in the workplace. I'm so happy that I don't have to deal with this now because I own my own company, but you know, it still happens. You know, sometimes I see it when I'm dealing with people in contract negotiations or tangentially. At least I don't have to deal with it within my own company, but I still see it. I still feel the effects of it sometimes, but at least now I know authentically who I am, but it doesn't make it any more fun. So the first one that often happens is, you know, that whole sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. But that's not true. Names hurt you over and over and over again. And so that very first one is verbal bullying. Verbal bullying is where, you know, what do you think? That person uses those names, that harsh language, those insults, that ridicule, demeaning language to belittle you, to intimidate you, to come after you. They might right out call you stupid or whatever, but they might just try to cut you down in some way. Their goal is to undermine you, to undermine your confidence. And it could be your boss. It could be a coworker. It could be a colleague. It could be even somebody underneath you, you know, as far as a subordinate, but it still doesn't make it any less hurtful. You know, even if it's a subordinate to you, it doesn't make it any less hurtful, right? Impact of verbal bullying can be long lasting, and it can lead to decreased productivity. It can lead to increased stress levels, certainly damage your self-esteem. And, you know, this is a person who's constantly criticizing people, somebody who says, you know, I don't like your idea. They're constantly shooting down other people's ideas or contributions during meetings. It can be somebody who uses derogatory language or insults, you know, maybe while they're working. It could be somebody who publicly humiliates the target, like right out, maybe while you're having lunch or during a meeting or during a call. Sarcastic comments are the same thing. Something that's disguised as a joke, that's the same thing. Oh, don't give it to so-and-so. He'll never get it done on time. You know, that's a sarcastic comment that can also be hurtful. You know, engaging in name calling, that can also be hurtful. Offensive language can be something that other coworkers don't necessarily like too. Shouting to assert your authority, yelling at somebody. I've seen people say, this is the worst piece of crap I've ever seen. What the hell is this? Did you think that you were actually going to accomplish something by doing this? You know, something like that. That's verbal bullying. Instilling fear in somebody, get this done, or your job is on the line. You know, that is verbal bullying as well. It's not fun. if you're dealing with somebody like that. I do have phrases for disarming narcissists that you are certainly welcome to grab. I would definitely highly encourage you that you get them. They're free. Go to disarmthenarc.com to get them, disarmthenarc.com, and use them to help you to disarm people who you're dealing with like this, so that you can interact with them hopefully in a more positive way and make it better for yourself. The next one is the passive aggressive bully. Personally, I cannot stand dealing with these people. These are more of your covert narcissistic type of people. They're more subtle in their approach, but honestly, I think that they're equally as damaging and damning in dealing with them, because they're more of like what I call the clean hands. They try to keep their hands clean when you're interacting with them, but it's more like things under the radar so that they don't, like, things don't get back to them, right? They might spread rumors. They might have backhanded compliments. Oh yeah, you're really good at that, when you get to it. That sort of thing, like very passive aggressive, right? I mean, I'm really smart, but you certainly work really hard. Just like a backhanded compliment like that, sabotaging other people's work, making sure you don't get things done on time, not getting you something that you needed to have to make sure that you got something done on time. Actions create a toxic work environment where trust is eroded and relationships can become extremely strained. Again, this is where remarks can be, very snide, something under a breath, deliberately withholding important information. An email inadvertently didn't get sent. Oh, I thought I sent that. Here it was. It was in my outbox. I thought it was sent. Oh, I don't know how that happened. Resources didn't make it when they were supposed to. Covert narcissists, they often couch their rumors in the form of care, just condescending, backhanded compliments to make others feel inadequate. If you're dealing with somebody like that, you're certainly going to need support. I have a free private Facebook group that I highly recommend that you join, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. A lot of activity going on in there with people supporting each other. Definitely join that and get therapy if you need therapy. If you don't have access to good therapy, we have a sponsor here on this channel, which is BetterHelp, and you can go to betterhelp.com/Rebecca Zung for online therapy. It is a sponsor here, so if you sign up, we receive commissions. It doesn't cost you any extra. We just want you to have access to good resources. There is a good video, which is 10 power-packed phrases to unmask a covert narcissist instantly. I definitely recommend that you check that out also. The next type of bully is the manipulative bully, more of a covert narcissistic type of bully. This individual employs manipulation and cunning tactics to gain power and control over their targets. So this is a person who uses like gaslighting techniques or manipulation, like they manipulate facts to confuse or undermine their victims. So they manipulate situations to get people to pit people against each other. They want to create a hostile work environment. They want to create a work environment where they set themselves up to look like the good one and everybody else is the bad one. So they might say, oh, so-and-so is a problem, or this one's a problem. And they make it seem like everybody else is maybe talking about each other. So they get people to be mad at each other, but they're the good ones. Or they might take credit for somebody else's work to the boss, and they don't give proper recognition to whoever should have gotten recognition. They just use manipulative tactics to create conflicts. They engage in gaslighting to distort facts, to make targets question their own sanity. They threaten or jeopardize other people's job security and advancement opportunities. They fake kindness or empathy just to manipulate into other people into doing things for them. They're just, not good people in general. So that is the third kind of bully. The fourth kind of bully, the last kind of bully that we're going to take a look at for this particular video, is what we call the cyber bully. Of course, in this day and age, we're going to look at cyberbullying, right? So this is the digital kind of bully, the bully who sits behind their computer, hides behind that screen, and uses online platforms to harass people, to intimidate people, to threaten their victims, and engages in online humiliation, spreading false information, trying to intimidate people in a way that, they can remain anonymous. Of course, it attacks a person's well-being, it attacks their core and significantly impairs their ability to work. And this is a person who sends harassing messages, threatening emails to their colleagues. It could be even sexual, things of a sexual nature in this particular instance, derogatory messages. It could be somebody who posts insulting comments on social media about their coworkers, spreads false information about their coworkers. And of course, they do all of this in an anonymous fashion, and so they can stalk them, and this person ends up feeling very afraid for themselves, afraid for their life, afraid for their safety. Sometimes probably the scariest form of bully, and they absolutely need to be shut down. So I want you to put that in the comments right now. Shut them down. So those are the 4 types of workplace bullies that I'm going to talk about in this particular video. If you've seen any of them, I would love to know in the comments which kinds you have seen, or if you've seen any other kinds of bullies at work, or that you've dealt with and interacting with as a client, as a boss, as a colleague, as a coworker. I would love to know in the comments. These are some of the common patterns of bullying that go beyond the playground. It's crucial to understand and address and combat bullying in all of its forms for us to feel safe as adults, to feel safe as human beings, to feel like we can create a safe and productive world for us to live in. If you like this video, if you felt like it was useful, if you felt like it was educational, and if you know anybody who needs it, if you know anybody who needs this information, who could use this information, please make sure you share it with them and give it a thumbs up, share it. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more valuable content like that. Hit that notification bell so that you stay updated on all the latest videos, so that together we can make a better place, make this world a better place, right? And make this world a place where we all promote respect, promote collaboration, promote acceptance, and value it. We're, a place where we value each other. Know that your voice matters. Your voice matters very, very much. We can be empowered. We can work together on this, and know that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. The next video that I want you to watch is how to make that narcissist panic. And so I will catch you in that next video. And remember, they only win if you give in. I'm Rebecca Zung, and I will see you in that next video.